And all God's children's gonna sing, sing, gonna sing. And all God's children's gonna sing. And all God's children's gonna sing, sing, gonna sing. When they see their mighty King. Glory to Ramana, glory to Papaji, glory to Mooji ji. These three, my friends, are one. When you know who you are, there will be no pain, no heartbreaks, miseries, or sorrow. When you know who you are, there will be no pain, no heartbreaks or worries about tomorrow. And all God's children's gonna sing, sing, gonna sing. And all God's children's gonna sing. And all God's children's gonna sing, sing, gonna sing. When they see their mighty King. When they see their mighty King. When they see their mighty being. This love is beyond every word. This love is beyond every concept.
Om. Namaste, welcome everyone to Satsang today. Very good. So normally I usually I'm looking for some letter or something, even nobody has written anything. Can the people at the back, can you hear okay? It is okay? Very good. Okay. Okay. Somebody want to come? Please. Thank you. What language you are speaking?
My English is not.
Yes, what language? What country? Russian? Maybe we have somebody. Huh? No problem? Okay.
I feel here very well, like at home, like in my childhood. But my mind comes and breaks it
Your mind can
breaks it.
breaks your.
And I forget and follow to him.
You forget yourself and you go with the mind.
Please, Mooji, help me. Break through my out and go beyond it to know myself.
Yes, yes. Yes. It's very easy, you know.
It looks very difficult for me.
All because really come down to just habit, mostly just habit also. First thing, it must be clear to discern, to know the difference between yourself and your mind. I think it's an important thing. If we begin like that, then things become very easy for you to distinguish, to know completely clearly the difference between yourself and your mind. Of course, mind is an aspect also of yourself, so this is why some difficulty. But another way that I can put it is that you can exist without your mind, but your mind cannot exist without you. You must find out which is the greater, and you stay as the greater thing. You cannot be the lesser. You cannot be the lesser. You understand? You cannot be smaller than the mind. Mind has no power of its own, does not have its own power. Mind is not sentient. You understand the word sentient? Meaning that it is not the core intelligence. It is a reflection from yourself. So it is effectively, mind is only a kind of objectivization of yourself. It's like when you objectify, it is something that can be studied, can be observed. The mind is not observing you. It can seem like that because if we give so much energy, so much importance, you see, so much authority also to mind, then we supply so much energy, it's almost as though the mind separates and becomes an independent entity working against you. But it's not true. And I hope somehow very quickly you will come to that recognition that you are the one in charge. You have the power. But if we don't understand this, then we're living mostly by the influence of our conditioning. Sometimes I'll go as far as saying in the hypnosis even of conditioning. Do you understand what I am? Okay.
I feel my mind like something strong, like rock. My nature is like rock.
Yes, yes. I want to say something, but I don't. I hope you will follow, because you can translate. You want someone to translate? I have a very good one. She come. Yeah. Yes. Okay, like this is okay. This mind that you speak about, it can only attack your self-image. It cannot attack the true self. It can only attack the idea you have of who you are. It cannot attack the truth. But if you don't know, if your mind is not established in the truth, then you will feel very vulnerable to the mind's activities.
Если ты будешь, ум не может, just it was too long, you were talking. Он может только атаковать тебя, он никаким образом не может захватить и взять власть над тобой, и над тем, чем ты истинно являешься. Он временно может играть роль этого руководителя, но на самом деле он всегда подчиненный тому внутреннему истинному я, которым ты являешься. И потому он может просто играть и все, а больше не... No. What is running?
Well, she knows anyway, so whichever way she says it will be the correct way.
Thank you, Mooji.
So, maybe I keep it more short like that.
Yeah.
Now I forget what I was talking about. It's enough. Maybe you have to explain what I said.
No, now I remember the only one thing you said that is so vulnerable, this mind. I will translate that one.
I think the gist of all of this is forget about it.
Забудь обо всем, что было сказано сейчас.
You say that you are troubled by your mind.
Ты
And
сказала, что
you don't
ты
want to keep following.
Ты сказала, что ты очень ум очень беспокоит тебя.
And this is where your real power is, because you are the one that is observing your mental activities.
И основная сила заключается в том, что ты наблюдаешь этот ум. Ты тот, кто видит и властвует над умом.
If you don't identify, and this is the challenge, you see.
Если ты не отождествляешься с умом, тогда ты полна сил.
Очень трудно поймать этот момент, когда я отождествляюсь с ним.
It's very difficult for her to catch the moment when the identification is coming.
Yes. The more you stay, the more you observe more.
Чем больше ты находишься в этом состоянии, и чем чаще ты можешь смотреть на это сознательно.
And this is one of your great powers, to be able to observe without identifying.
Твоя великая сила заключается в том, что ты можешь наблюдать за этим, не будучи отождествленной.
These two, they cannot go together.
Этих два состояния не могут быть вместе.
Because as soon as you start to identify, you lose your observing
Как только ты идентифицируешь себя с этим, ты теряешь свидетеля, который наблюдает за этим.
You see. And some people, even if this identification is happening, they immediately also know that it's just another play of the mind. And they don't follow, they cut it immediately.
Некоторые люди, которые умеют отследить это, когда они уходят, начинают идентифицироваться, они могут сразу же отследить это и отрезать, и вернуться в состояние наблюдателя.
See, so the normal activities of mind is not a problem.
Нормальные действия не нуждаются в этом уме, они могут происходить сами.
You have more words in Russian than English.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. You're right, yes.
Sometimes I watch my mind and it looks like foolish. I'm laughing, but I'm late. I'm late.
You're late.
My mind faster me.
Because you take it to be important. You take what the mind is saying, especially the mind in its psychological functioning or aspect, you take it to be important because almost always it's personal. This is what catches you when the mind presents some personal story about you or judgment. Then you're very much interested in this. You understand this? Good. And so usually this is what catches your attention, because the mind arises like that. Some judgment comes, and quickly something engages with this. Your attention is caught in that, you see, and you believe it is important. But for some beings, they've come to see it is not important. Once you have found out the one thing that is important, actually, then the mind will not have that power. And then you are easily, you will have a good relationship with your mind.
Maybe I have to feel that space, who I am. And
Yes.
Only then I lose this interest to my mind.
Where is this space right now?
But I know this is now, here.
Yes, yes. But does it come and go?
Not.
If this space of being, of self was not here, even the mind could not appear. There will come a time when this is so obvious, you won't have to even think about it. The very fact that there is activities in the mind is already the evidence that the self is already here. Before the mind can appear, it can only appear in the space of the self. Then you will know this so profoundly, you will not have to, the mind will not be a trouble for you. At present, we give a lot of importance to what our mind says or thinks. That is the difference between the one who is awake, who is referred to as awake. They are not giving that attention. They know that there's nothing the mind can offer them to take them more to the self, because they are already the self. So the mind cannot, if you know you are the self, the mind can give absolutely no trouble at all. If you know, I am the self. Not know it here, but you simply know it means, but that's what you are. It's not even belief. Not even belief, you know it. So then what can the mind do? Nothing at all. Then you will even enjoy having your mind. because you need the mind for functional existence. It will do well to help you to send your emails and things like that, go shopping. All these things, it's helpful, it doesn't cause any trouble. So where does the mind cause trouble? You see, only when you go to the mind as a reference for who you are. To find out who you are. This is already a big mistake. It's not going to help you. It's going to send you on a very long journey. Through many lifetimes it's going to send you. Through many lifetimes. Already there are some people, many here, they have this understanding. Many lifetimes, many incarnations, it will send you on such a journey to search for the truth that you never left. Only you imagine, you see. You keep on imagining. The mind will keep you imagining. Imagining, pursuing. Always taking the next step, and each step is as though it is a step outside of what is already here. Which even this cannot be true. It can only be experienced as truth through dreaming. We're dreaming. And satsang is the alarm clock. Oh, what is all going on?
I have to be just relax on satsang.
You have to be?
Relax on satsang.
Relax. You don't have to be relaxed.
How?
Relaxation will come, but don't aim to relax. You can have a mind is going like this, shaking, and still you are in total serenity internally, because you don't give importance to this movement. See, sometimes in the mind much movement is happening. Thoughts, tsunami of thought, and still you are not caught in that storm. You are not caught in that storm, but then you think, oh, something is happening to me, and you start to participate in the storm, and quickly you are sucked in. You have the sensation of being sucked in. But this is not compulsory. It's just another sensation which you believe, and it gets activated, it feels it's true, but it's not true. And I want to be here to listen to you tell me it is not true. By your own experience, by your own power, because you have this power. When the mind storm is gone, all of this noise is there. Let it be there. Be the witness to it even, but don't be a passionate witness. You understand? Don't be a passionate witness. Passionate witness. With detachment, increasingly, this is happening with, as you observe more and more, with detachment, you see, then you're seeing, but nothing touches this. From this space of seeing, nothing is touching this. Something is touching my personality. My identity seems to be shuffled up, but that also is observed. How beautiful, nothing is touching what I am. And when you see this so clearly, and you keep testing it, the next day you look, the next moment you look, to check it, to double check it, treble check it, 4 or 5, keep checking it, and you'll see it comes up each time the same thing. That when you look without identifying, without holding on to self-image, gradually you see, but nothing is happening. Something is happening, but there's nothing happening to what I am. It's not. This is how long it will take you to get to this point. Not long. Not long. You hope. Hope is good for now, but it must transmute also into a a direct experience. I don't want to keep hope for too long. Hope is not conviction. You must come to total conviction, and then even you'll go beyond the conviction also. Because conviction is still about something. You'll go even beyond conviction into immutable truth.
Okay, I will try watch my mind.
Let me say one more thing before you go back to sit. When we say observe your mind, don't spend all day observing your mind. You see? Because if you look too much, looking, then it starts to create some story, some link, some references. And next thing you get interested, you're in. So there is a purpose to observing the mind. Do you know what the purpose is?
To see myself, to see through myself.
It is to look and to see, but what is appearing cannot exist independent of the one who observes it. They're all connected to the perceiver of them. Everything is arising somehow. It is reporting to your consciousness something. You see, everything comes back to you, the central element in this functioning. And then who are you who is looking? If you are looking at something and there is interest in the thing, then this observer is not complete. It's not the complete observer. It's got some self-interest. You see? If you're looking at what the world is arising as thought, as images, and then there's a deep interest in what is happening, then this observer is not the true observer. He still have some business with what is arising, you see. As soon as you notice this, then a deeper space of observing is present. And this one has no personality. It's just pure observing, you see. And in this space, no trouble will come. You are like space. You yourself are like space, moving in space. Not space-toad. You are like space, moving in space. You're not carrying some folder of information. You are like empty. But yet, if something needs to be known, spontaneously it will come. You yourself become the expression of spontaneous existence. Don't be afraid. The mind sometimes appears as fear. When we speak like this, when I say come home, directly into your full power, to your full being, you see, sometimes fears come because you feel, I'm going to lose my independence. I'm going to lose something. Otherwise, how can the mind be blackmailing you? Must be you want something, and he says, okay, if you take this, I'm going to take this. No, then you are compromised.
I don't afraid anything.
You don't have anything that you want to rescue or defend.
I don't afraid.
You don't have
Lose
fear.
myself, lose
Yeah.
something.
Then how can the mind trouble you?
My mind creates some stories, some pictures.
Yes.
And after I see, but it deceived me because it is not like this. And
Yes.
then I understand why I'm here.
No, you can look at it, because if the mind is creating some pictures, it knows pretty much what kind of pictures might interest you.
What?
The mind itself is only going to show you the pictures that interest you, isn't it? He's not going to come and show you, oh, do you want to buy some a bag of tadpoles. Will you want a bag of tadpoles half price today? No, he's not going to come. He's not going to come like this because maybe you're interested in tadpoles, I don't know. But it's not going to come in a way that you have no interest. It cannot tempt you if you're not temptable. So if it comes with something, it's because something is, and then you're interested. Tempted. It presents something, and then how else it can deceive you? It must present something that you are a little bit, you want to look. If a salesperson come to your door and he's selling, like I say, second-hand underwears or something, please, finish. Some people may be interested also, I don't know. But if they're selling you jewelry, a beautiful sapphire, quarter price, then, even tell you it's stolen, okay? But maybe still you're looking. It must be that you have some interest. It is okay. We are not nuns and monks, You can feel interest, but also you have the power to look into this. No. Then no more trouble, it won't trouble you. Not to be afraid. It usually, if you say, I have no interest in anything the mind has, then you are free. You are free. And Papaji used to say that when you are like this, you have no interest in anything, then let the thieves come, because they will be like thieves in an empty house. What is the fear? They can come. So, in fact, these things that happen, they are an opportunity for you to look and see what else is still vulnerable. Where is it still that I will participate in some self-deception or something? It will show you. Mostly, we are not yet, I feel, mature enough to see when grace comes. Sometimes grace comes with some acidity, some fire. We are not grateful for that. We only like it when it's nice and shiny, something sweet. But sometimes it comes to expose a weakness inside, a fear, a jealousy, a clinging or something. Then you must also make use of this to say, whoa, who is this? To whom is this thing? And you can begin to look into it. While we are here, as long as you stay, we will continue to really introduce more in a simple way as possible the process of inquiry and how effective it is as a mirror for the true self. More and more. So that in a short time you will not be talking like that. You will not be saying, oh, my mind is in a short time you are going to find, I will tell you, you have already got the power, but I will show you how to use it. So that you can bring, even in any circumstances, any situation, externally or internally, you can bring a chaotic mind or emotions, as you like, to bring them again into silence by your own power. It's not difficult. Thank you. Very good, very good. Thank you. Mind the step. Okay. Thank you, thank you.
So good to be here.
Yeah. Good.
I was here yesterday and you said, just imagine this is the only day you have. So I found courage to want to come up.
Yes.
And then I had many questions. And a lot of them were answered through the different people who came up and the topics you discussed. Yeah. Of course, I would like to fall in my true nature and stay there. Is there a way?
It really only has to be recognized, discovered. Even staying there is not absolutely true. Even staying there, because staying requires some effort. But the way the game goes, we have very strong identity as individual beings with our own autonomy. Consciousness also is playing like this, it's appearing like this. But because of that, in order to feel and to persist with the identity that I am me and you are you and I've come here to get to this place, this is the language of individuality, it's the language of self. So when it's very natural from that standpoint to say, I would like to discover the self and stay there. So of course we understand what you mean by this. But in hearing this also, I have to also say, but I want to tell you from now, that is not ultimately true. Not ultimately true. I hope I'm not saying this too early. But there are those amongst you who understand what I am speaking. And I still have to put this seed there, that your perfect nature has always been perfect. Beyond time, it is perfect. It is the one thing that is not subject to change. It is pure, you see. That is not the same for our mind or for the idea we have of who we are. That is like a continuingly, ever-changing self-portrait. As we grow, we become more aware, we become more wise, like this. But the pure self, which is who and what we are, always, whether you're conscious of it or not conscious of it, it is there. But the whole game of existence is for you to be conscious of it. And who is the you that I'm speaking to even? Who is the you that I'm speaking to? I'm speaking also to the self that is in a temporary state of identifying itself with the body-mind functioning, and then take this conditioned state to be what it is. It's almost like a mix of being and becomingness. And that aspect of ourself, which is becoming, which is not consistent, which is mind-oriented, that part is the part that is not steady. That is the part that is seeking, arising as the seeker. And the game is not wrong. It is meant to be like that. That we, the pure self, must awaken from this sleep of a divided self, and again realize that we've always been free. This for me is completely without any doubt. Without any doubt. It's like this. So it's not about learning more and more and more and more. It's not this. Understanding and somehow a willingness, an openness to, you may say, go beyond our attachments. Be willing to come to the table and say, these attachments are there, but I wish to go beyond them. I don't say kill attachment, no, go beyond, come beyond into real seeing.
There is this softness about the way I feel this is approached. At the same time, there is this idea, if I want to get awakened, realized, or enlightened, I cannot do it because I am coming from this entity that is already, or that is obscured. So then...
Let's go into it a little bit and look together about that. Because some people, they say, of course, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. But it depends what you refer to as I. I has different uniforms. It can be just the ego. It can be the sense of being, the sense of existence, the feeling I am, what you may call presence, the way in which we know we exist. The earliest knowledge you can call like this. And then also I can be the absolute also. So it depends in what uniform the I is appearing, you see. When you say I cannot do it, we just have to come to more understanding what we are speaking. Don't just hear these things and just, okay, it's true. Don't just collect these things, but really understand them, what it means. The I cannot get it. If I is taken to be only body, mind, ego, personality, then by itself it cannot do it. But in the game of existence, which is consciousness's creation, even within the dream, you see, there's an evolution, a refining of consciousness to the level that it moves from being I am the body, this is me, to becoming more that I am consciousness, I am the witness of all that comes and goes. It still says I, still goes by the name I. But in that second aspect I speak, the I as the aspect of consciousness, as weakness, is much more subtle, much more easy to comprehend and to recognize what is pure. So there is a kind of a process, a kind of growth, but I say also that all that growing still happens within the dream. Don't dismiss the dream, not cynically, but there are some people who can go completely beyond it. Rather than aspiring and moving step by step, they know already each step is also an illusion. That there's no step. Then when you know that, not just here, because you can think you know it here and it's enough, but it must be completely, you know, that there is no step. I cannot step out of myself or step back into myself. They come to such a profound recognition. But if it is not yours, don't pretend. Then try and find where you really are at. You say, well, yes, sometimes I have this feeling, then sometimes it goes. And many times I am more feeling that I am on the way to somewhere, I'm getting better, and then I'm falling again and have to start. This is my authentic experience for the moment, or something like this. Then we say, okay, let's look and see. Because sometimes in different dimensions you're moving, different level. Sometimes you're in a space where nothing needs to be done. But then it seems not to last. And something comes, some phenomena appears, and then you feel already you're in this storm or something. And I say, but that's only a sensation. And you say, yes, but it cannot just be a sensation because it's flowing in my veins. It's in the air I'm breathing. I say, yes, still only sensation. You are still not that. And some beings can hear that. Oh, but of course I'm not this. Others, they say, no, please, you are irritating me to say this. I know, I need. They identify completely. They want a spiritual paracetamol. Give me something. I want to. But the one say, but it's not true. Can you catch it? You see? What have you found out so far?
It comes so fast sometimes that I'm lost in it.
Okay, well, you're referring to the
thoughts,
mind
the emotions,
activity, yeah.
the theater that's going on.
You say it's come so fast sometimes. Yes, we understand. It comes. It doesn't seem to prepare. It's here, big fire, and then I'm lost in it. I'm lost in it is a thought. Why you take this thought? You're not lost in it. Something comes, then the head is, whoa, all this noise is coming, but you are there to witness it. It's not compulsory. It's not compulsory that you are caught in it. I'm caught in it is to do with the past. It's a habit. It's an education. It's like this. It's a conditioning to think, I'm all caught up in it. And then you believe it more, and then I say you believe it into existence. And then, but you're creating also in it. It's just happening.
In the background of my mind, there is an ease and a more relaxed state.
Yes.
And there is sometimes the clarity to click into that or refer to that background ease. Then these appearances are not able to touch me. So immediate. And I have like a,
it's a two-way thing. They are stroking you and you're stroking them. There's a two-way thing. You see, we don't imagine that you're participating. It feels like it just goes, but it doesn't. It goes, and then you go, and then it doesn't, because I say even the greatest salesman in the world cannot sell you if you don't buy. Don't imagine that you just lose your power. In some way, we are cooperating, maybe very subtle, and you don't recognize this. That the activities come, but as I don't want to say in a fight with anything. What I want to point out is that they can only report to your consciousness. You're like the space in which they arise, a kind of intelligent space. You can see all around, and they appear. You don't have to look after them even. If you hold on only to your own self, they diminish in power, because they need oxygen. They need to breathe, and they breathe on the oxygen that comes from your attention. If you don't identify, they cannot grow. Please try it and see. They cannot grow. The mind cannot proliferate. It cannot get more big. It's like the fire cannot get bigger if you don't keep putting wood on it. This is the power of observing. You are observing, but okay, there's something giving a reading here. The mind is giving a reading here. Like, you need to meditate more. You need to go and do this more. And it sounds authentic. Maybe I need to meditate. But I'm telling you, leave meditation for now. Just listen now. Just listen now. Because understanding right now is not requiring, it itself is meditation. Just be present and follow inwardly what I'm indicating, and you'll see that somehow you come again into space, into a spaciousness internally, see? So this thing, the mind comes and so it's loud. So what? It doesn't matter if the mind comes soft. It doesn't matter. You determine whether it matters or not. Not it determines that you will fail or not. The mind cannot determine that you fail. It's you who determine the mind is too big. It's too big for me. I have to get more muscle to come back. This is, you determine this.
Possibly this is the point for me, to determine I want the truth, and there is no buts and ifs. There's I want again. Okay. To make the thing that it is not important for me to go anywhere that the mind is presenting me with.
Yeah.
And to just say no.
Let me tell you, the mind can present you with 1,000 places to go. But to discover your true position is only one place. So you can either keep shooting down, cutting off all the avenues the mind is telling you to go, or you can go into one place, recognize the one place that you truly are, and then all those directions become meaningless for you. You only have to hold on only to yourself. Then from here you can observe, and then it will lose all this power, all this enticement, it will go. And then you will not say, I want to be the self. Because that already is a kind of separation. It was useful earlier, when we were fully asleep. The aspiration to meet and to be one with the self had to be there. That bait had to be there. Yes, it's an illusion, but it is a necessary illusion. That you will feel first the pull to come home. That is your response. And then from here, a journey is born of some form. But as you become more and more clear about yourself, the journey seems less and less like it's a distance to travel, but more a presence to be. And then, like this, every effort, all the heaviness will be taken out. And this is a very short time I'm talking. I'm not sending you on some 6 months, go into the bush for 6 months, 1 year, no. Some people, in the hearing of it, something is already waiting and it's finished. They've caught the thing. I said, for so long I'm trying to get this thing, and today, bang, it is seen. I was looking in this way, but it was just a twist of consciousness, and this whole idea, this whole superstructure of egoic construction is demolished like this. For some people like that. I put it that everybody, if you have come to satsang, some people, they cannot finish one satsang, they're off. But if you have been coming for some while, then grace is keeping you there until something is fully cooked. In every opportunity, I am not waiting to give you, final teachings next week. No, each day we come, someone is going to catch it. Because it is already. So it's not that you're being asked to be creative. Oh, you have to create. Try more, visualize. No, not create. Already intact. But somehow there's a shield in front that is quite a shield of so many intentions, dreams, attachments, ideology, so much philosophy, so much collected experiences, memory, all of these things that can function as a kind of distraction, come up as resistance, something. But the self is not difficult, nor easy. It's just pure.
Right now it feels so good just to sit here that I would like to give the opportunity for somebody else to enjoy this as well.
They're coming. Okay. Thank you. Very good. Come. Very good. Come. What happened?
My body always shakes like
The
this.
body is shaking. Yeah, that's good.
It is only this. Right now, I feel like I could talk to you from two places.
You could talk to me from two places?
Yes.
Okay.
One is a lie.
One is
A lie.
a lie. Yeah.
It's not what I am.
Talk to me from the other one. What's happening?
Nothing. I can believe a whole bunch of things are happening. I can make the things in my body mean something. I can make a story about them. It's not true. And I needed to it's not true. There is still the apparent, there is sometimes a clarity that, a purity, like space where the concept of me is not even, it doesn't even exist. It's just so immaculate that it seems to wash any idea of who I am away. And it comes in this just grace. And they'll be looking at the hands, and the hands are just appearing in that space. The body is just appearing in that space, and everything is just moving in that space.
Yes.
And it is unfathomably pure and clear. It's not as if there is somebody who is clear. It's just clear. Yet it is observed that there seems to be this movement it seems to come, it seems to, and it comes, it has nothing to do with me, the idea of me, which is not true either.
Where does it come from?
Nowhere. Nowhere. It can't come.
Because this has to be clear. See?
Yes.
There is a sensation that, there's this beautiful space where even my sense of myself as a person, it is not there. It's not important even. Huh? You may say, but if myself as a person not there, but what is there? And myself impersonally is there. Myself universally is there, and is that. But still we feel, I don't want to lose my little room, the little room of myself or something. I said, but It's not that anybody wants your room. Oh, hand over your room and I'll give you infinity. No, there's something is feeling I need to be safe and something in the familiar, and if I step out in the infinite, I'm gone. Now somebody come to tell you, no, something, whatever was gone, was just like a hair in the mouth. That's what's gone. That you have so lovingly protected. You brush your teeth around it. We have such loyalty to an idea of self, which is siphoning off a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy to be this person. And in the end, it has to be given up. It's not true.
I don't want anything else, Mooji. Finish me.
Well, you sounded pretty finished before. Huh? Here I am using you as a good example, and then you come and say, finish me. Huh? What's left to be finished? As you keep really, what I say, marinating in your own being, it's very easy. At a certain point, you'll find that only you start with your sense of being, just a sense through which you know that you exist. You don't need somebody else to confirm this for you. Just that simple taste of being that arises inside this body in the feeling or the sensation, I am. That is. It's not attached to anything else. It's not on the way to somewhere. It's just, perhaps it is referred to as the earliest and purest manifestation of the Absolute as existence, the feeling I am. And this I am, it's not a body, it's not a person, has no religion, has no obedience to time or something. And it is self-aware also. Don't combine it with anything else. Don't let it identify with any other concept. Keep it in voluntary, solitary confinement for a little bit. Just be aware of it. Other thoughts want to come because they needed to play with this innocence. They want to come, let's go play. But for now, you say, I've been playing long enough for a minute, now I just be aware of that, but stay only as this intuition, the sense I am. Sometimes I say like this. And gradually, you stop hemorrhaging energy. It collects into a beautiful vibration. Stay and be one with this vibration, you see. Then after this, everything is going to become very easy for you. But you will not mind whether things are easy or hard. It won't mean anything for you. There is only this beautiful, silent humming. The vibration of being or presence is there. It is this that they say arises as the perfume of the Supreme. When we speak of Satchidananda, of existence and consciousness and supreme joy, this is the fragrance that arises as the I am itself. It's like that. Then some beings, they come to know that, but the I am itself is coming and going. Oh, you have noticed? Yeah, yeah. I am itself, this I amness is also in, when I am asleep, I don't feel I am. I don't feel it in that way. In the waking state, somehow it is there. It is behind every activity, it appears to be. But in its highest aspect, it is not behind or in front. It is simply like a kind of knowing, an intuition, an awareness itself. But it is like a link or a bridge between this world and the immutable reality, something like this. So I advise to stay like this, and even for short periods at a time you do, when this focus like incubating inside your own self. Like this, you see.
Keeping the attention on that immutable, it doesn't even need it. I don't even know.
The words, they have a meaning here. When you've gone beyond the words, the meaning, it will be something else.
Keeping the attention on that which sees.
There's that which sees, but is not caught up in what is being seen. So diverse, so powerful is the consciousness that we are, that it is functioning in different dimensions also, simultaneously. Just like one person call you sister, one call you mother, one call you friend, one call you daughter, one call you niece. And to each of these, in each of these roles, you respond completely appropriately and spontaneously and immediately. You don't have to stop and think, okay, wait a minute, I was just sister just now, no, I am daughter. Okay, yes, mother. You don't need time. And yet you know that beyond all these roles, there's something that is none of these roles. In the same way, your consciousness does not belong to anything. It's functioning like that. There's an awareness which is, it's not counting the manifestations. It's not comparing anymore. In the beginning, there is some of this. There is a kind of discrimination. You are strengthening your powers to discern between what is real and what is not real. For a time, some energy goes to this, and that has its time, its purpose, its place also, and appropriateness. But then something moves on, moves more deeper, in deeper levels of consciousness, where this is no more your activity. You're not concerned. You know now that life takes care of life. Spontaneously, you're not chaperoning, you're not managing your existence anymore. You see that there's a harmony in life that somehow takes care of itself. You're free now of the illusion and the delusion also that you are the manager of existence. Then something is taken care of spontaneously. It arises as hunger, and then it also satisfies this hunger. You are noticing these things more and more, you see. Then once you see that, but they are being taken care of, some power is taking care of them, then you can stop losing energy in this and keep your energy again, it becomes more subtle. And now you're at a place where there is an awareness of the world functioning, but you don't necessarily have to be busy in this area, busy in that area. It can play like that, but it will not command your attention in such a powerful way. Somehow it is as though consciousness turns onto itself, you see. And just like the sun is shining, they say, but it's not making an effort. It doesn't get up every day and think, oh, I got to shine again. It's shining, and you know, some people, it's here. Some people, they worship, oh, the sun, oh my God, Lord Sun, I give you all my energy, all this thing. Some people, they have a suntan in it. Some people dry their clothes, grow their gardens, but the sun is not here as a garden grower or to give santans. It just cannot help radiating. And all its life comes up in its presence. The self is like that. It's revealing itself like this. You say, but I love activity. Yes, nothing wrong with enjoying the activity. You're not the producer of the activity. You see? Then naturally something is moving like this. Watch your life unfold. Watch it dance in front of you. Enjoy everything. When you're in your natural state of being, you don't need a lot of rules. You're in harmony with life's unfolding stream. Nothing to worry about. You see this, in fact. It's not that you are against activity and you have to find some quiet corner where you sit all day like, no, you move according to the destiny of your expression. It will happen. But you will not be depressed. You will not worry about life or death. You will not be confused.
Because there is something inside there knows there is no death. It's just beyond. But if there is anything that catches the attention and pulls me in, and I get attached in, I really want to just expose this, and because it is not true. It has no truth.
What is it?
That I feel like, it's so silly.
Huh?
It's so silly, but I feel like I'm dying. And I have been, there has been sickness in this body, and sickness has been a great teacher. It's been grace, a great gift of grace, because it's shown me the identification with the body.
Yes.
And it's shown me what I'm not.
Yes, yes.
But there is still something that wants to be here, wants to be a mother, wants to be
Yes.
be alive and well and
Yes.
healthy. And when I have pain there is still a fear of that. There is still a movement of that. I can observe that and allow it to be there, and there is still something. It's actually okay. There's something that's still okay with not being okay with not being okay. Does that make sense?
I think there's one too many not being okay. So. Yeah. But also I'm saying, because you have pointed out very nicely that through illness also, physical illness, sometimes mental illness also, becomes a good teacher on so many levels. And sometimes I would say to some people who I feel free enough to tell them, I prefer them when they are sick. They're more humble, more light, more appreciating, more slow, and not egocentric at all. When you're sick, you cannot boast about anything, And like this, I said, something is here that's beautiful. And as soon as they're well, and they start to boast again or something. So illness also, I know this one directly, that sometimes illness comes, and we have a very bad attitude to illness. Sometimes it comes as a great gift to clean out some old stuff. You see, some stagnant energies are burnt, and to bring more an attitude of introspection, of contemplation, meditation, again into the beingness, and to clean the house, like this.
It's a fire. It just seems to burn,
Yeah.
burn, and I say, burn me, because that which is real cannot be burnt.
Yeah.
But it's,
But you don't have to spend all your life burning.
please, No, exactly. That's why I'm here. I've had enough of burning.
Well, you cannot say that also. You don't know when you're finished. But if you hold on only to that central seeing, then quickly it will come to an end. You cannot spend all your life seeking. So what are you looking for? Because where can it be that you're seeking all your life unless you're avoiding something? Yeah, you're avoiding something and you want to keep the seeking going because actually you're afraid of the thing you're searching for. You don't want to get there. So you keep making new twists on your path to delay arriving at what you say you want.
Exactly.
Yes, you see.
And that's why I wanted to say, I can see how that plays. And it's not true.
Sometimes I'm also saying, don't be too much of an expert about yourself. You can list all your ailments in alphabetical order and going through, and somehow it keeping an identity alive, like this is real, you see. But you're seeing these things and I have to ask sometime like this, you see. What keeps you on the road? What keeps you on the road? Meaning, what keeps you on the road of, as a toiler, working at it? Why can't you enjoy now? Otherwise, you make the truth seem like it's far away and hard. It's not. You are the truth. But sometimes we really also have some investment in the lie also. You want to keep it because it has a taste. Because the lie is also consciousness. Everything has a taste, But can you leave the lower for the higher thing? Is there any aspiration in you for this? Or we just like to have a status quo, that we have a certain amount of ego and a certain amount of knowledge or something? These things is for each person to really examine for themselves. And then I see that if you have really authentic urge for freedom, then nothing should stop you. This season, Satsang, I feel very much looking forward to that. That there has to be some hatching. It's time for some hatching. Hatching. Very good. Something that doesn't want to go anywhere, doesn't have to get rid of anything. It cannot be healed because it cannot be unwell. It doesn't know losing and finding, or success or failure, or life or death. It doesn't know these things. And yet all these impressions, they took birth in that space, in that womb, and they manifest for a time, then they go back again into silence, you see. There is that point of stillness from where it is our most intuitively sacred space. It is the self, from where everything is looked at. Initially with some active observing, then gradually it becomes more passive, and then gradually it becomes self-focused. It's not concerned with the story of manifestation. It knows that there is no story. Each one makes their story. And it doesn't put this story as the story. It is a story. It is a potential. We can look at it like this or that. But one has gone beyond all of this thing now. He's not concerned about the story anymore, you see. It's not they don't care, but they don't mind. Still, they take care of their children, they continue in the worldly, in the outer expression will continue. Because they don't find any friction there. They don't find any difficulty with that. Something is also taking care outwardly in life, doing what you have to do. But inwardly, like you are the unknowable. No one can come to the end of you. Even now, it's like that. If someone should come, the person you regard as the one qualified to know you the most, and they try to give a definition as accurate as they can of you, you will still feel trapped. Say, no, I am beyond that. Beyond that. You see. Then much more so the one who knows the self. Realize I am the self. What can you know? There's nothing to know. The knowledge becomes such a limitation. And knowledge is such a limitation, you see. They don't know, they don't want to know. They don't care about knowing. You see? And yet everything spontaneously appears as though they are the wisest being in the whole world. Yet they have no reverence for knowledge. Oh, knowledge. No. Very good. Good. Thank you. Good to see you. Good that you come. Come. Thank you. I can hold on to I am while reading, watching TV, even while talking. But when I sit, especially for meditation, I get a problem. I can't hold on. Then is it okay if I continue with holding on to I am while doing day-to-day things? What should I do? Good question. Let's start again. I can hold on to the I am while reading, watching TV, even while talking. But when I sit, especially for meditation, I get a problem. I can't hold on. Then why can't hold on? Because the I am itself won't stay. It won't stay. You see, even now when in daily activity you can hold on to this sense I am, which is witnessing all the movement of watching, even watching TV, like this. Sometimes myself I'm watching TV. I don't know if I'm watching actually. Something wants to be in front of it. And I always have my little clicker, clicking, and like this. And then I see sometimes others join in, and they start to watch, and then they bring so much noise with them. You see what that's going on? And they're talking over the whole program, nobody can hear anything. And I said, my God, you really participate when you watch. You get so involved, you see? And you can watch somehow, something is watching, and then something, but it's like there's no reaction even. But there's a watching, and there must be some sense to it. I don't know, something is enjoying. But this participation, look what happened, and look at this guy, and I said, my God. And the same way they do with TV, the same you're doing in life. Always overlaying your own projections on top of what is simply natural, you see. You go to a football match and then there is one match, but 100 commentators give 100 different perspectives. Which one is true? None of them is true. Everything only an interpretation. One earth, 7 billion human beings, 7 billion worlds. You are watching TV, but your eyes are starting from the I am. You're looking from the I am. So something is, there's a silence in that. You're talking to, hello Mr. Son, how are you? So yeah, very good. And how is your day? Very good, something. But still, your words are rooted in the I am. You don't have to say to your neighbor. You're reading a book, but the eyes are in the I am. You leave the words on the page. But you say, when I sit, especially for meditation, I get a problem. I can't hold on. Why? Oh, is that way? Thoughts come. Yes. Yeah, stream of thoughts. Now I'm getting it. Okay, then I have to talk a little bit more then, because I was talking from the other side there. Some people, when they first start to meditate, they get a big stream of thoughts coming. It's like something says, you're not going to meditate. You're not going to meditate. But when other activities are going on, you can somehow be aware of the I am, and it feels like you have a balance. There is a sense, there's something like, yes, there's something effective happening here. I don't lose myself. I don't lose myself. Sending the email, everything like this, but still there's an awareness kept back within which all this is going on, and it feels very nice. When I go to meditate, I don't have TV now, neighbor is not there, no book, no friends. Now I'm alone now. Then, they come. You're not alone, we are here with you. You see? Then come, then TV won't help you unless you have to come out. Then what happens here, you see? This is a kind of suppressed noise. Then it comes. Now we will see how your meditation will begin. Because don't give up. Don't give up. What you're watching is some latent tendencies, some dormant tendencies. Now they're coming. When you're in life, normally, day-to-day life activities, watching TV and so on, it's all disguised. It's all mixed in. So you don't notice it. But as soon as there's no more distraction, then you notice now this energy is there. Strong energy field of noise is coming. Then what to do now? I will tell you how to do it. It's going to come. It has come for every single person who has learned meditation, who has decided, now I want to know what it is like to be alone. Because nobody's alone. Even when you're on your own physically, you're not alone. So many thoughts are there. How can you go into this place? How can you come to true aloneness? How can you come to Buddha aloneness, Christ aloneness? How you can do it when all these thoughts, they won't let you. And it's not like you can say, okay, I'm determined to get rid of them. It doesn't work. They like that. They like when you go, okay, no more thoughts. Good, wow, more thoughts come. So how are you going to do? Then I say, first of all, don't try to get rid of them. Let them come. But there is something that is already present that is not a new arrival. Everything is coming. You are aware of the coming of this river of thought energy. So don't try to stop it, and don't search for any distraction. Let it go. Feel the presence of it, and let it just wash. And right there, you'll be aware that you're there experiencing all of this. Don't touch any thought, oh, what am I going to do? And that's also thought. That's also part of the wave. When is this going to stop? I really want to learn to meditate. Don't touch any of these thoughts. They will come. you see. There is something there which is not a thought, and it is not participating in the thought activity, you see. And then something will say, but maybe it's not, now is not a good time. Maybe I come back, maybe I try early in the morning, it's very good. They say 6 o'clock is good, 5 is better. Then you're trying techniques now, you see. So I say, just let them come, and you hold on only to the fact that they could not exist if you were not here. It is in front of you that they are playing, you see. By themselves, they don't have the power to take you, but something inside feels distracted by it. So even you start to watch, slow down, something begins to slow down. When I speak to you like this, I say slow down into, there's almost an hibernating state of looking. Don't mind the thought stream, don't mind it. Because right there in the middle of all of that thought activity, there is just that, a space like emptiness there. You're there. You don't have to try and be in it, it's there. Be there. But still be aware of the thoughts, but have a kind of panoramic viewpoint. What I mean by panoramic, it's like if you are driving a car and there are many traffic, many big space there, and you are not focusing on any specific thing. Just there's an all-seeingness about you. Don't let your eyes tighten up onto anything, because it wants to tighten up around a particular thought that says something like, oh yeah, I got to get the laundry in by 12. It's coming like that. It doesn't mean that your meditation is ineffective. In fact, what it means is that it is effective, you see. And then all of this resistance is coming initially. All day you think you have been quiet, then you sit for meditation, and you cannot come to quiet. I say you start to think how many different ingredients is in muesli. And yes, and so what's this? What is that? You're shopping for some shoes or something. And but at first just be patient with that. And just watch, wow, it's amazing, you know? See this activity coming in, but hold on to that stillness, which is not counting anything. And gradually, even the sense I am, the feeling, just the feeling I am, you just can start with this. Just hold it. Then the things are coming almost like physically pulling you to engage, but still feel it. It is as though you were surrounded by a whole group of people and they're tearing out your clothes, they're pulling your hair, they're throwing dirty water on you, but you're not to react. You're just going to go and sit inside your own being and let them pull. And there are 1,000 people are holding you, but you're not holding anybody. You almost can do this internally. And gradually something, start to slow. Then don't start to be thankful too quickly either. Just stay as you are. Don't wait for the next sensation. Don't anticipate. Just you start to learn so exquisitely about your own consciousness when you do this, you see. You start to feel, but wait a minute, there's so much power here. Not there. We think the power is there in the mind, but the power is in you. First, to hold on to your own intuitive awareness. Not to do something with it, not to have the advantage, nothing, no purpose, just to stay as the awareness. And then you see everything can only appear in the awareness itself. They come and go. Then don't touch even like, wow, I hope that doesn't come back. Don't even do this. Say, no, it can come back, but I'll be right here. I'm just here. This is already, you start, your victory begins there. And how powerful it is. It's going to swallow up the whole forest of the mind like that. Don't mind when it comes. Everyone did. The first time the Buddha or, Mahavira or any one of these, they sit down to close their eyes. Something. Oh. Even years later, when you think you've licked it, still some surprises might come, but you will not get trouble. All of these things are arising, but your consciousness is not aroused. There's a stillness in it. So, watching TV, you can do it. But when I sit, especially for meditation, I get the problem, I can't hold on. Then is it okay if I continue with holding on to I am while doing day-to-day things? What should I do? Then at a certain point, what I was firstly interpreting it as is that as you stay in this neutrality, there's a space now. In the beginning, there's a little fight. It's not really that fight, but in a way you're fighting to just stay united as that kind of emptiness, in a kind of state of neutralness. Because some things, judgments come, fears come, activities come, invitations come, things from the past come, things for the future come, and you have to just be. Come. Don't go with them. And gradually you're left in a state of intense focus, but not tight. Like nothing can come in now. Everything came out. Everything came up and out. Now you're left in this intense space of just a state of neutrality and a very focused presence. And nothing can come in now. It's almost like there's a valve that closes behind all of this. You're in this beautiful state. And then you find maybe that even the I am cannot stay even. Something is beyond the even I am. Something even may be noticed, but wait a minute, the I am also, I am able to observe somehow. But you don't make a judgment, just you're noticing that there's something is here that doesn't have any quality at all. Then the mind will come again. Aha, yes, you see, now what you're gonna do? Now you're here, what you're gonna do? You're out of moves, no more questions, what you're going to do? You think, oh, that gets a lot of people. No activities. No. It means you're not the doer of activities. You're fully present in the life moving. You're going to find something is going to come outside, from inside your being. It's going to be expressing now a fresh existence, a fresh way of looking, of moving, of meeting people, of speaking also. And you will still watch TV, you maybe not, it's up to you, whatever, but now you don't belong actually to that mental world anymore. Not in that way. You will still be able to use your mind, but its psychological potency will have somehow dropped. It will not be ruling your consciousness. Carry on like that. It's a win-win all the way. You will have momentary moments when if you say, wow, I think I've done it, then suddenly, you see? Just stay in that neutrality, then you'll feel your existence without the need to hold on to some self-image, to hold on to any certificates. You'll feel, but wait, there's nothing that can challenge this. I don't know what I am anymore. I don't know what I am. But who needs to know what I am? You see? You are feeling so complete. Of course, people still address you by your name and so on, and your smartness will still continue. Yes, understand, you don't have to want to quickly share this with anybody because they'll give you trouble. It's very lovely. So I'll just go through quickly again. I can hold on to I am while reading, watching TV, even talking. But when I sit, especially for meditation, I get the problem. I can't hold on then. I can't hold on then. Is it okay if I continue with holding on to I am while day-to-day things? So even in day-to-day things, after a while, you are not somehow, what I may say, registering life as event anymore. It's like a continuous stream of consciousness. When you wake up in the morning, some people, they tell me, I don't like waking up in the morning. When they wake up, they ask, somebody asked me also, when you wake up in the morning, what is your first reaction? I say, my first reaction is that nothingness remains unchanged. What is yours? They say, oh, my first reaction is, oh no, not another day, my God, you know, that is, they want to go. Sometimes they want to go to bed early because they can't stand the waking state. So something's not right. When you can't stand the waking state, it means that the mind is too rich, too full of identity or so on, you see. Then you say, no, no, I can't. You, the consciousness, trying to escape the mind, you're going to go to bed early, take sleeping tablet to not have to cope with the world. You wake up in the morning, oh my God, no, no, not again. So Satsang will change all of this. That in any state, you see, in any and every state, you are that pure awareness. Even in deep sleep, you may find that there's some consciousnesses there. And still full rest is enjoyed. But it's not a dualistic consciousness. It's not going about counting things. Normally, if you can get to the state where the I amness feeling, just that sense of presence is there. It's like a subtle current, like electrical current. It's like a subtle current is present inside the body. And it is your field of self-remembering intuitively. It's like you have a fever. When you have a fever, everything, your whole life is happening in your fever. When you meet friends, hello, how are you? You're still in the fever, you see. When you're thirsty, you're drinking water in the fever. When you're hungry, in the fever, you're eating, it has a certain taste. Everything is in the fever, you see. Everything, your breathing is in the fever, you're sleeping in the fever, you see. Then, in a way, your consciousness is like you're in a state of a fever, but it's a different fever. And everything is happening inside this fever state. Shiva fever. And inside this state, everything that you do, all the people you meet, somehow, you don't have to intentionally think, oh yes, I am the I am. No, in the state of the fever, everything is having the taste of the fever. Yeah, yourself is like the most beautiful fever. You don't want to recover from that fever. It's good? Oh, very good. Oh, very good. That's, very good. Done. Thank you. Ah. I like that because sometimes when we're having satsang, that the ones who are normally spending more time with me, sometimes they are coming up and talking. One time even my interpreter, she was interpreting and like this, and then she says, can I ask a question? So, you want to ask a question? Yeah. So she said, yes, I have to get this off before I can't go on anymore. I have to speak. So then she came, she had to speak, and somebody else had to interpret while she is doing.
I have no life, and I have no life.
You have no life.
And I don't want a life. But I give my life to you fully, fully, like to truth, to you.
Yes.
And there's no interest in anything else. Nothing, 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 nothing.
Yeah. Some rare person is coming to this type of realization. I don't have any interest to pour my energy towards anything. Everything is passing, everything is momentary. Now, this life is for truth, freedom. Who speaks like that?
I feel fully in my power.
Yes, yes, yes. And it's good that you say, because the people sometimes they imagine, but you are giving away your power. You see, you're giving this life. You are supposed to use this life for so much adventures and so many things to do. You have so much potential. You're still young. You know, why don't you wait and enjoy this existence with your young body? Then, when you're a bit washed up, then you can give your life to God. No? You say, I am turning all my attention away. Somehow, it's not even you're doing it. It's you're finding that nothing is so appealing like before. And now there's only a kind of a central pull only to be in the truth. Why? Because you have tasted yourself. You're tasting yourself. You're tasting the beauty that can never grow old. You're tasting the supreme nectar of self. So you are not really wanting to divide yourself, to share yourself with things which are only impermanent by nature. Of course, you don't dismiss cynically. You'll still continue to eat, you'll still continue to enjoy what you enjoy, but you're not dedicated or devoted to that. And what power, you see? Beautiful power. Not the power to rule, but the power to be. To meet somebody who is at rest, who is not aspiring for more things, but who is at rest inside their own being. Radiant, peaceful.
I've been bursting for many months to tell you this. Many months, but something felt just to sit in it and be very confirmed before. There was a awareness not to celebrate too early, because there was also this tendencies to celebrate early all the time with anything that comes and any waves of illumination. And just for many months, it's here. It always has been here. It's never going to go away. I am that. I am that. And anything can come. Not only in good, bad, whatever the mind makes it to be. That it's all okay. It's all okay. It's happened already. Many things come up. Burning, burning, burning. But there's such a joy in this burning. Even in the most difficult, constricted moments, there's such a joy in the burning. Because I'm always here.
And that state of untouched presence is the birthright of all sentient beings. Human being especially, we can speak about. You did not come in this world to find it in this world. It came in with you. But somehow distractions come. Necessarily, unavoidably, they must come. And you will grow through them to come again to value the only thing which is priceless. So, very good.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you.
Okay, very good. Don't. Okay. Omi, you want to sing a song or something, and we can let everybody go to lunch?
Shivaya, Shivaya,
Namah Shivaya. Shivaya, 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 Namah Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Rid me of ego and replace me with you. Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya, 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 Namah Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya, 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 Namah Om Namah
Okay, thank you.
Mooji will take a short 10-minute break and then return to sit in silence with us. Those wishing to are welcome to stay. Others may leave the hall silently. Please take all belongings with you as you